Hi everyone. So our word these last 2 weeks has been adventure, and you may have noticed I haven't posted a heck of a lot about that on my Facebook page here because who felt adventurous? I really didn't. All the ways that I used to be able to distract myself or plan things and go places, and none of us are able to do any of those things right now, which is why it forced me to consider that the word was really about the adventure happening in my own soul right now. And maybe some of you are going through that too. Because you're not running here and running there and planning this and doing that, you're left with yourself. And myself, and maybe yourself too, have had this cascade of emotions. Maybe you've even overreacted to things that normally wouldn't bother you, and you're saying, what the heck is wrong with me? I got some relief from a book review that I heard recently, and it was all about the mind and how your mind craves connection. And when it doesn't have connection, it activates the part of your brain that feels overwhelmed. And so this adventure has been how to find ways to connect to help mitigate that sense of overwhelm. A little bit of sadness can become full-blown anxiety, a panic attack, or depression if left unchecked. If you don't stop that momentum, it will snowball. But sometimes it's hard to manage all that by yourself. So the connection of a good friend. I am not somebody who likes phone calls. All of my friends know I do not like to pick up the phone. I'd much prefer to text or email. Or face-to-face, absolutely. That's my favorite. But phone calls have become a necessary part of my life because I need to hear that person's voice, the nuances that you can't get in a text or an email. The feeling of love, that more dimensional communication is what I've been craving. And so I hope that you use this portal today to connect with like-minded people, to say hi in the comments, to share how you've been feeling. And this adventure, I'm hoping. Well, here's the thing. I don't want it to be over prematurely because I want us to all get through this safe and healthy. And I also know that until the tool has done its work, it doesn't go away. So I want to encourage all of us, and I'm speaking to me especially, let's get everything we are supposed to get out of this crazy, unusual, unprecedented, uncomfortable time in our history. Whatever that aha moment is that gets you over the hump or gives you new clarity, helps you see a thing in a different way. Once the tool has done its work, it'll be put away. And hopefully we'll never be the same again afterward. So I am hoping for a comforting kind of word for the next couple of weeks as we continue this adventure of social distancing. And a shout out to all of the healthcare workers, the grocery store workers, the cleaners, the people that are keeping things running and sometimes even putting themselves in harm's way. I got nothing to complain about. I may be bored or a little stir crazy, but I don't have to leave my house. And there are far worse things that I could be experiencing. So counting our blessings at this time too, instead of our distresses, is going to be a really good strategy for surviving and thriving in this adventure. So I pulled the card. I haven't looked at it yet. And the answer is integrity. Well, my first thought is, really? Integrity? What does that mean? But then I remembered that one of my keys to life is trying to live and living by the 4 agreements. And the very first of the 4 agreements is to be impeccable with your word. And impeccable means that the words that come out of your mouth and the thoughts that you think are clear and in alignment with your inner being. Now, your inner being never thinks evil, is fretful, sees someone sideways or shades of being disrespected, or your inner being is pure. Your inner being always loves. Your inner being always loves you. That's why when you get so hard on yourself and feel so bad about yourself, it feels so yucky, because you are in complete conflict with your inner being. So being impeccable with your word is a form of integrity to your own soul. To not denigrate, bring down your own soul through the words that you say. When we were in Sunday school as kids, there used to be this song that we would sing, "Be careful, little mouth, what you say." I don't know if anybody else knows that song, but yeah, not working against ourselves through what we say, because what we say leads to what we do, and it all comes from how we think. So there's an integrity to that, and the greatest integrity is to be in alignment with your inner being, who's always loving you. Yep, right now. And so am I. So thank you for being here this morning. We'll dig into this word integrity a little bit more, but I'm wishing you blessings and health most of all. Much love.